said, the revival ought to be something that's happening every day. We ought to be seeking out people every day. But for some reason, at least, we got a focus right now. And we got something happening here in 1 month. And we can do and exert our energies toward making it a success for the kingdom of God. I'd love to spend another Sunday morning baptized. Just had a baptismal service on Sunday morning and hear the testimonies of people are saved and be able to baptize those people and us share the joy just like the angels in heaven are singing when we see those come to the Lord. And we need to have that same attitude and rejoice in it. But this letter I wrote says this: Dear friend, this official letter is to inform you that because of the status and disposition of the war, all inactive reserves and active reserves have been called to serve on active duty. Your status has been activated by First Baptist Church, Lafayette, to that of active duty in the army of the Lord. There will no longer be any reserve status. If you have never served because you missed the draft and have not previously volunteered and are a child of God, you are automatically eligible for the draft and should prepare yourself to be called to active duty immediately. The preferred age limits, 21 to 65, have been set aside and are now waived because of the seriousness of the war efforts. All that know Jesus as their Lord and Savior, regardless of age and health status, will be called on by their God and church to serve in some capacity according to their training and giftedness. We as a local congregation, association, and denomination have consistently been losing valuable ground for the last 3 decades due to the escalating and vicious attacks from the enemy. They have not let up in the intensity of their barrage on the doors of the kingdom. They actually think they are in position to win. Their troop strength is increasing exponentially as ours have decreased. Our morale and enthusiasm for the war have diminished due to too few doing too much for too long, thus causing a decline in their effectiveness. Due to the dedication of a few and the apathy of the rest toward the cause, 20% of our troops remain on active duty, having been doing 80% of the work. The same 20% are funding 80% of the war efforts. Fatigue is setting in, replacements are desperately needed. There are many POWs screaming for release from POW camps of the enemy, whose cries are being ignored due to the lack of troop strength. We barely have enough troops to hold the ground we have, much less plan strategic attacks on the enemy and endeavor to release the captives he has taken. Our Commander-in-Chief has called us to action, and it is imperative that we respond immediately and with boldness and with enthusiasm. The war for souls is on, whether you like it or not, whether you acknowledge it or not, and whether you agree with it or not. It is time now for a few faithful to pass on their vision, their passion, and biblical understanding to others that are faithful and who will continue to pass it on. Sunday school teachers, we need to teach others to teach. Send them out to new classes. We need to be out making phone calls and calling and growing our classes any way we can. Deacons, we need to teach others what a deacon is and send them out to serve God and His church in any way possible. Whatever you do for Christ, teach others also and send them out. Our eternity with God is so important that we can't be the generation that fails to pass it on. I hope you understand the seriousness of the situation and the reason I'm speaking to you tonight. Because I think tonight, when we come on Sunday evenings, I think 2 Timothy 2:2 applies very well. The things which you have heard from me in the presence of many witnesses, entrust these to faithful men who will be able to teach others also. friends, we have to start at some point. There has to be a focal group. There has to be some that are willing and become willing, that it becomes a passion of their lives. You know, uh, everyone wasn't called to go to China. Everyone wasn't called to go to Africa or South America or to reach the Aborigines or the Pygmies or whoever else is out there. But every one of us was called to go out into the fields that are white unto harvest and to reach people for Him. Friends, what can we do? What can we do about the war that's going on around us? Can we make phone calls? Can we talk to people that we know, that we have friendship with or acquaintance with? I find it very, very difficult to reach people. I knock on doors, talk to people, and visit, and find them kind of like it was when I was in Cleveland, Ohio. In our church, in my early 20s, in our church, wanted us to go out and reach and knock on doors, and that was still popular. Then going out just through the community, knock on doors, invite people to go to church. And the majority of the people said, I'm a Catholic, and run me off. And they did it very loudly, some of them, you know. And I've really never had anybody do that down here, except maybe once. But yet they have the same attitude. They say, I'm missionary Baptist. And yet they don't know the mission. Many of them that you talk to, you know aren't living for the Lord, and you know aren't going to a missionary Baptist church. But they think because they came forward at one time that they are saved for eternity. But you know what? If they're not living for the Lord, they never really truly turned their life over to Jesus Christ. And it's difficult. And I don't know how. As a pastor, sometimes they people stand off. But you know, a lot of these folks are your friends and your neighbors. They're people you buy your gas from, buy your groceries from, buy your clothing from. They're people that you see in all kinds of various activities. And we need to do whatever we can in the next month. We need to pray for them, that 5 on the way. We need to be in prayer for them. We need daily. We need to communicate with them that we love them. You know, so many people don't realize that love tells the truth. Love isn't always the most pleasant thing. If you've ever raised a child, you understand that. They may not understand it yet, but you understand it. Because you don't sit there and spank a child because you hate them. You spank them because you want them to come out as an adult that is smart and wise and understands the society they live in and are productive citizens in the society. You know, you aren't being mean to them, you're loving them. And yet we fail to understand that same love is what we as Christians ought to be showing others by telling them the truth. You know, you tell your kids these actions are not going to be tolerated. You will be punished if you do this. We tell people that God loves them, that there's a holy, righteous God who created us, and He loves us, and the fact that He loves us, He loves them just as much. And we're doing it for their benefit, and yet we fail to understand it. There's a spiritual war going on, and we bought into the acceptance